Is it over? Are we alive? Holy crap. Hey.
Mariko?
Apris? It's you, isn't it? Am I finally awake? Shit, my heart's hammering like crazy.
She did something to you, didn't she?
You could say that. Wow, she really is one hell of a messed up girl.
I told you this was a bad idea.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about me. I'm glad I could do this for you. Apris, if this is what you have to deal with on a daily basis, then doing this one time was nothing. How are you feeling?
Well rested. And a lot better. Thank you, Mariko. I really appreciate you doing this for me.
Then it worked. Oh, I'm so glad.
Are you hungry?
After a whole night of research and mental abuse, I'd eat a horse.
Let's go and fix something up for you then.
Aw, thanks, Apris. Another cake? Wow, it feels so surreal to be back here again. It feels like I've been stuck in that dream world for an eternity or two. It's such an odd sensation. Good morning. Well, it's still night outside, but... Finally, our chef is awake. I'm starving.
Any special requests?
Wow, Apris, what happened to you? You seem to be in a good mood. I get it. I mean, yes, but it wasn't him. No. Shira. I'd like some more meat, please. I'd love some fish again, if that's all right. Oh, boy. Ooh, and by the way... Thank you. Thank you for moving swiftly on. And I was wondering what happened to you, and sure, I was worried that Mariko had got to you. Sure and I decided to investigate the basement yesterday. We found a wardrobe that seemed to be hidden behind an illusion spell, just like the corridor upstairs. Oh? So there we were, thinking we just hit the jackpot. But the wardrobe turned out to be completely empty. What? I have so many questions. What? Everything I know is a lie. It was empty? Talk about a letdown, right? For a moment there I thought that stupid stone might be in there. Why would anyone hide anything and there's nothing to hide in the first place? How odd. Odd indeed. Alright, Mariko, where did you stuff Feather? Could I help you with anything?
You could find a dish and fish for Yvonne if you'd like.
On it.
Is there anything you'd like yourself?
I was actually wondering about that. Huh?
What's wrong?
Stone? There's something under the ice. It's glowing.
Glowing?
Man, I really dug down there. We found it! It's here this time. Are you a sentient soulstone? Wait, is this? Could this be that soulstone the note was referring to? I can feel it pulsing in my hand. It gives off a pleasant kind of warmth with each beat. It's definitely not a mere pretty stone. And the plot thickens. Yvonne? Shira? Look what I just found.
What?
Whoa, is that the soulstone thingy? Oh, hi Yvonne. Miss Mariko, you found it! Don't tell me it was inside of the cold storage all along! I doubt it, actually. This thing gives off warmth. If it had been among the ice all this time, the ice would have turned into water by now. Meaning that someone had to place it there while we weren't looking. I swear we have a mastermind pulling the strings somewhere among us. They're clearly trying to help us, though. Maybe there's a reason why they can't do it out in the open. Yeah, probably because they're a goddamn coward. Either way, now that we found the stone, we could do some research. If it's somehow designed to help us in dissolving the barrier, we need to find out how to make it work. I'll let Mr. Mariko know. I'm sure he won't mind giving me a hand with this. Is it okay if I take it with me, Miss Mariko? Be my guest. Just don't lose it, because we need that.
Mariko, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
What is it?
Fetch the blanket and come over to the backyard once you're ready.
Okay. Shit, now I'm feeling anxious. I wonder what he wants to talk to me about. I saw the whole dream. The demon girl. She's gone again. That's good, because she's a little unsettling. I'm here.
Take a seat. I've been wondering about it for a while now, but I still have a hard time figuring it out. So I figured I'd simply ask this directly. Mariko, what is it that you want from me?
What I want from you?
You wouldn't be doing all the things you did for me just out of goodwill, would you? There needs to be something more to it. I want to know what that something is.
I'm doing it for the food. Man, he must be an incredible chef for that to be the case. Oh, no. I'll do this. I mean, honestly, it's because we care, but... A moment of honesty, then. I think I started to care for you.
Care for me? In what way?
Okay. I think we found the branch for normal and true end. So, we won't admit to nothing yet. Not in the romantic way, don't worry.
Why should I worry?
It was written all over your face, Apris. We haven't known each other that long, but from what I can tell, you seem like the kind of person who'd like to keep everyone at a distance. Because of your whole demon problem, you're probably worried that if someone got close to you, you'd hurt them.
Who would have thought? You actually figured me out quite well.
So don't worry, I'm not about to make this complicated for you. Until the next time. I enjoy your company, and I wouldn't want to lose you under any circumstances, though.
You know, your stubbornness reminds me somewhat of my sister.
Right. You have a sister.
Had.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. That demon of yours mentioned her to me, too.
She did. What did he say exactly?
He? She? That it's your and your sister's fault that she's inside of you.
Well, she wasn't lying.
So you...
It's not something I'm proud of. My sister and I, we had an abusive father we didn't know how to deal with. When you're young and inexperienced, playing around with the arcane somehow seems like such a good idea, doesn't it?
Looking back on my encounter with Feather, I can't even argue with that.
So by all the luck in the world, we managed to summon a demon. We didn't know how to deal with what we brewed before we even started. Our father got killed, my sister got killed, and I ended up with a freeloader inside of my head. That's the kind of good it did.
So, Apris got possessed and killed his own family. Phew. Wow, wouldn't have guessed that backstory. Nobody can blame him for being paranoid in regards to his problem, considering.
If I could ever turn back time and fix something in my life, it would be this.
How old were you when this happened?
I don't know. I can't seem to remember. But I think I was somewhere in my teenage years.
Just how long has that demon been possessing you?
A while now, from what I remember.
If it's been with you that long and you're still alive, you needed to have some way of coping with it. We need to either make you remember what it was or figure it out anew. Besides that, I don't mind becoming your second long-lost older sister.
It feels odd hearing you say that. But it's definitely something I could get used to.
This is gonna be weird, switching from this to romance next time, but okay, sure. We're like siblings right now, which is strange, because Apris reminds me a lot of my younger brother. So this is even weirder for me.
Thanks for everything, Mariko.
Don't mention it. Before the end credits roll, we still need to get out of here alive, though. Ha! Ah! Fourth wall breaking, though. Wink. I see what you did there. Hey, Apris. Would you mind if I took a nap? That last nap of mine exhausted me more than anything.
I'm not surprised.
And I've stayed up all night doing research.
I don't mind. I can watch over you if it will make you feel more at ease.
I'd appreciate that, thanks. Aw, he even changed into some comfy clothes. Hooray. Do you plan to sit on the floor again?
Just lay down. Before you fall asleep, there's something I wanted to tell you.
Are we about to have another serious conversation?
I actually managed to remember some things involving us. From outside of the barrier, I mean.
Wait, really? So we knew each other before?
I think we met on board a train. Nobody wanted to sit with me in the compartment I was in. People could tell that something was wrong with me. But you came in and sat next to me unfazed.
That does sound like something I would do, doesn't it?
I'm not sure how our conversation started, but I remember you telling me that you were looking for a bodyguard, since you wanted to make a trip up into the mountains we were about to pass. I figured I could use the money, so I agreed to accompany you. I think we met Yvonne somewhere up on that mountain, too.
Wait, so the three of us? Yvonne needs to hear this. I'm sure she'll be happy to know.
Of course, it didn't take long before I started getting suspicious of your intentions.
How so?
You could hold your ground just fine on your own. It seemed to me that you had no use for a bodyguard. You were always able to deal with all kinds of danger on your own. Once I called you out on it, you told me the truth. You knew I was possessed from the very start, and you offered to help me with my demon problem in exchange for the same thing.
For the same thing?
I was supposed to help you fight off a demon of your own.
You don't mean...
Though it seems that yours is outside of the barrier, not in here. And it seems to be possessing someone else. But if for some reason it's really after you...
So wait. Yvonne, you and I, the three of us came here looking for a way to get that demon out of you.
That's what these vague memories seem to be telling me, at least.
And while we were here, the barrier went up and we forgot why we came here to begin with. Is that right? I have a feeling like I'm still missing something. A big ol' something. How does Feather fit into all of this? And why was he not in his wardrobe? Were those memories of him totally unrelated? What are Mariko, Shura, and Shur doing here with us then?
I have no idea. I don't seem to remember anything about either of them.
Huh. Well, I still can't seem to remember anything relevant to this whole situation. Maybe all of it will start making more sense at some point later on. After you get some more endings. Either way, it's reassuring to know that we aren't complete strangers, you and I. Sorry I can't remember anything about you.
Is that even something to be sorry for? You can't help it.
I suppose.
Well, I kept you up long enough. Get some sleep, Mariko.
I'll do that. Thanks for everything, Apris. I was just literally about to say that myself. I'm glad I decided to pair up with you. Aww.
Yeah, so am I.
It's so cute. Oh. Hello. Sorry if I'm interrupting anything, but we have a situation on our hands. Come down to the library. Apris?
I'm here. And I'm just as confused as you are.
Let's see what's up then.
Did you have a good nap at least?
Definitely better than the last one. Thank you. Although I still feel exhausted. I guess I didn't get to sleep long. Boo. What's happening? Did you manage to figure out how that soul stone is supposed to work? We did, but that may not be our biggest worry right now. Mariko, are you phasing again? Mr. Mariko just remembered something. And that something is... Oh, Mariko.
Our time inside of the barrier is up.
What? Did he just...
We assumed it's our first time in here. Well, great news. It's not.
Holy shit, are you saying that we're about to die in here just like that? I should have stuffed my face with that meat till my stomach exploded from it. Well, I'm glad Shirasa has her priorities straight. You do have some kind of a plan for this, don't you?
You seem to be giving me a lot of credit when it comes to figuring stuff out.
You seem to know more than we do, so naturally.
If you want my opinion, the Soul Stone is currently our only hope. Whether it will work or not, though, that depends on Mariko and Apris.
What do you mean? We figured out how the stone can help us with dissolving the barrier, but it requires 2 people to use it. The trust between those 2 people is the deciding factor in whether it will work or not. Trust? What? Well, trust or affection, really. It's a bit more complicated than that, but speaking in simpler terms. Okay, time out. I see you're starting to be horribly vague. Explain how this stupid stone works as if you were explaining it to a 5-year-old. Alright then, I'll try. Miss Mariko, Mr. Apris, would you mind if I used you as an example? I guess. Nothing bad is going to happen, I promise. First of all, you need to be close to each other. Take the soul stone in one of your hands. Both of you need to be touching it at the same time.
Okay.
Like this? Yes. Once you close your eyes and concentrate on the stone's energy, it will start to activate. You both need to be doing it at the same time for it to work.
Okay.
But can we talk about why it has to be me and Apris? Does it always have to be me? I mean, last time it was like, me and Shir don't trust each other, and one of them's injured, and whatever. But there was no explanation this time. You should be able to tell once the stone starts to resonate. She's right. I can feel it pulsing. It's such an odd yet warm sensation. Oh dear. You already closed your eyes, didn't you? Now whatever you do, don't open them. Why don't I like the sound of that? Yvonne, did we just put this whole thing into motion? It shouldn't have happened so quickly. I'm sorry, I thought it would be safe to do this.
Why did I have the feeling something like this would happen?
Wow, you guys are practically glowing. We are? Yvonne, what now? Well, so basically...
The stone is going to merge you into one entity.
What?
It won't be permanent, though, so don't worry. It's the trust that Yvonne mentioned earlier that determines how long you'll be able to stay in such a state. Once the stone stops working, you'll return to the way you are right now.
What kind of messed up witchcraft is this? Also, there's like 4 people here. Mariko, Ishin, Apris, and Varen. Is this even gonna work properly? How the hell do you guys know all this?
I know it from experience. I'm not sure about Yvonne, though.
Wait, seriously? Also, it's your affinity for one another that determines which one of you is going to become the vessel. The vessel? In simpler terms, if Mr. Apris likes Miss Mariko more than Miss Mariko likes Mr. Apris, Miss Mariko will become the vessel. And if Miss Mariko likes Mr. Apris more than Mr. Apris likes Miss Mariko, Mr. Apris will become the vessel. My brain is already starting to hurt. I'm with you, girl.
What she's saying is, the stone sees the person who cares more as the submissive one. Being the asshole in the relationship pays off. Letting your feelings dominate you, whether you want it or not, makes you the weaker one.
Why do I have the terrible feeling Varen's gonna be the vessel? Wait, so this stone is pretty much a better indicator to one's feelings than an actual confession. If you like someone and it turns out that the person you like gets swallowed up by the stone in the process, it means that they like you back even more, right? Even if you might want to deny it all you like. The stone knows better.
Something like that.
Okay, but even if we do manage to merge, how will this help us in getting the barrier down?
Once you activate the stone, it will create a burst of energy. That burst of energy alone should be enough to make the barrier fall apart.
It's that easy?
It's that easy, yes. But don't forget that the barrier is just one of our problems. The demon waiting for us outside of it is the greater threat. Mariko, Apris. I don't know how much you trust and care for one another, but once you become one with the stone's help, not only will your strength multiply, but the stone itself will also give you a boost in power. Once that happens, you might be powerful enough to stand up to a demon. All we can really do is hope that you'll be able to stay in that kind of form long enough to actually kill it.
I'm fine with the killing part in all of this, at least.
I'm not surprised. So, what do you say, Apris? Are we doing this? Or are you scared I might find out about something you don't want me to know?
Speak for yourself, Mariko.
We'll do it! Yeah!
Let's kick some demon ass.
Yeah, do it! I believe in you guys. Time to kick some demon booty. But I want to know if Varen was the vessel. Which one of us became the vessel? And now we can just imagine what this demon fight would have looked like. I wonder if he found out that we have Ishin inside of us, though. Well, for someone who was phasing very quickly, Marco, you know, took his time with disappearing. And why was that wardrobe empty? I gotta drink water while I think about this. I got nothing. I mean, I got a terrible migraine right now, so that's probably not helping my thinking process, but I still got nothing. If you guys got some theories, I'll be looking forward eagerly to reading those. Because, whew. Is Feather gonna show up at the end? Here we are. Miss Mariko! We lived. Wow, you guys. What you did there was pretty awesome. What we did? And kind of traumatizing, but we shouldn't mourn a demon, right? Shit, I can't remember anything. Either way, yay freedom! Where's Apris? Well, he should be back in the library. Aw, he was the submissive one. Does that mean he... Wait, Marco's not here either? Hey, my favorite guy who likes to kill people. Specifically me.
If you're looking for the redhead, he just ran back to the mansion.
Feather! You're here. And close.
I've been waiting for you outside of the barrier. Well, I wanted to end up inside of it together with everyone else, but it seems even I can make mistakes.
Wait, so that red note, was Feather the one who wrote it or not?
Either way, I'm glad it all turned out well in the end. Congratulations, you two. You managed to save yourselves and everyone else, even with your memories gone. A celebration is in order.
Wait, how do you know we lost our memories?
Oh, I've been listening.
Listening? Blink, blink. Mr. Marco doesn't seem to be in the mansion anywhere. Where did he go? Seriously, did he just bail on us the moment the bubble popped? I am so mad right now. There are things I still want to ask him. Cher, help me look for this ungrateful asshole. Somehow, I get the feeling that's the last we saw of him. Just a feeling I get. Hey, you're still here, though. Hey there, Grumpy Bear. Are you feeling any better?
I see Shira's nicknames rubbed off on you.
Well, we managed to get out of the barrier in one piece. Any plans for what you want to do now?
I'm not planning to leave your side until you fulfill your promise.
My promise?
I agreed to serve as your bodyguard in exchange for getting that demon out of me, didn't I? Ah, speaking of promises and other inconvenient conditions. I don't know if you're aware, but Mariko has a nasty curse placed upon her.
Damn, I just realized, like, Apris is a freaking whole head taller than Feather. I thought Feather was pretty tall, but look at this giant. Whew. Anyway.
She mastered a spell that was keeping her safe from it. Unless she remembers or learns it anew, she'll end up dead in the next few days.
What? Are you serious?
There's no need to panic. I happen to know that spell. You actually learned it from me, Mariko. But it might take you some time to learn how to use it again. I'm terribly sorry for ruining the mood, but I'm afraid you'll be dependent of me for a while yet. How long is that going to take? That depends on Mariko's skill, and on her ability to remember, I suppose.
Well, if it can't be helped.
That being said, we don't have to stay here in the mansion while we get that settled. I was actually entertaining the idea of traveling together with you.
Really?
Traveling together. Apris, you have a little rat problem you'd like to get fixed, don't you? I happen to have a vague idea where we should go look for something that could maybe help you with that. Wait, how do you know about that? Like I already said, I listened in on some of the things that were happening inside of the barrier.
Oh, Yvonne, we still need to tell her about what Apris remembered. While we're already by the topic of traveling together, would you mind if I accompanied you as well?
My. We're starting to have quite the group here.
The Fellowship of the Demon Dealing Things. Yeah, we'll deal with demons together.
Well, if it can't be helped, either way. I guess I don't mind. What about you, Mariko?
If it really can't... This sounds grand. This sounds like a fun idea. I'm looking forward to it. After being stuck in the mansion, a change of scenery sounds nice. And I'd love to see more of the outside world, especially when I remember so little of it. Yvonne didn't give me any reasons to be wary of her, so I don't mind her accompanying us. Also, I have a few questions I'd like for Feather to answer. Like, why weren't you in your wardrobe? You guys are going on a trip.
There's still room for a few more people.
I think I'll pass. I need to get back home.
What about you, Silver?
I'll be going back home as well.
Pity. Well then, let us make a stop by your tavern first. I believe there is something that I owe you.
Huh? Wait, you're actually...
Why the surprise? Did you think I wouldn't keep my word?
You two know each other?
Oh, it was but a chance meeting. We're not that close yet.
Hey, I remember now. You're that guy I mistook for a chick back in the tavern a while back.
You never change, do you, Shira?
Hey, Hey! Stop trying to sound so friendly with me. Just because Cher brought you home with her doesn't make me automatically trust you. It's actually the opposite. Cher never brought any shady guys home, so what the hell is the deal with you?
What is the deal with me indeed?
Oh, I just hate the cryptic ones. So it's going to be the four of us, huh? Yvonne, Feather, Apris, and I. Crazy. Apris.
Hungry?
Now that you mention it,
Let's go fix you up something then.
I think I'm gonna keep you. Oh my... Why do you have a shovel? Who are you burying with that? I'm a little concerned. Well, there's no clues to be found here. There are shovels to be found. Apris's normal ending achieved. Crazy. Okay, well, we're gonna ruin the whole sibling mood we have with Apris and go for romance the next time we go through his route. So, hope to see you over there, guys.